Your cargo hauler drifts through the void. It is a slow and lonely patrol. The ship's computer hums a quiet tune. It is the only sound for light years. You are monitoring trade lanes out near the Kepler verge. Mostly you watch for pirates or smugglers. But today, the lanes are silent. The only thing on your screen is dust and the endless, distant glitter of stars. You take a sip of reconstituted coffee. It tastes like disappointment and metal. Just another shift in the long dark. Your contract is simple. You fly the route. You scan for trouble. You report anything unusual. For this, you get paid just enough. Enough to refuel and buy more bad coffee. It is not a glamorous life, but it is your life. Then, a flicker on the deep range scanner. It is faint, almost lost in the background radiation. Your console chirps for attention, a weak signal, repeating. It is not a standard distress call. It uses no known frequency or language. It is just a pulse, a strange rhythm in the great emptiness, a ghost in the static. Your ship's computer offers a warning. The signal is of unknown origin. Protocol demands you log it and move on. Following it would be a breach of contract, a dangerous and foolish risk. Your computer, in its calm voice, suggests it's ignoring it. But you are human. Curiosity is a powerful force. So is the thought of a salvage claim. You cut the main engines. You listen to the ghost. The signal repeats its lonely pulse. It seems to pull at you. A siren song from an unknown shore. You make a decision, a reckless one. You divert power to the jump drive. You input the signal's origin point as your destination. The computer flashes another warning. You override it without a second thought. Sometimes you have to break the rules. The jump drive whines as it charges. The stars outside your viewport distort. They stretch into long lines of blue and white. Then the universe snaps back into place. You have arrived. Before you floats a vessel. It is unlike anything you have ever seen. It is ancient, impossibly old, and it should not exist. Its hull is not made of metal. It looks like carved black stone. Geometric patterns cover its surface. They seem to shift in the starlight. There are no viewports, no weapon ports, no visible engines or docking bays. It is a perfect, seamless shape, a relic from a forgotten age. It drifts in total silence, a tomb among the stars. Your scanners report the impossible. The ship's material is unknown. Its age is beyond the system's ability to measure. There are no life signs, no power readings, nothing. It is a dead thing. But the signal is still there, faintly pulsing from deep inside the stone hull. It is a heartbeat without a heart. You guide your small ship closer. The scale of the alien vessel is immense. Your hauler is a fly buzzing around a mountain. A strange feeling washes over you, a sense of profound reverence, and a deep, chilling dread. You are trespassing in a place meant to be lost, a place meant to remain hidden forever. The pulse from within the ship changes. It morphs into a stream of data, a final message. Your computer works to translate it. The language is complex. Older than any known civilization, fragments appear on your screen, words of warning, a story of a great darkness. It speaks of a foe that consumed entire galaxies. The message calls this enemy the Devourer. It says they were unstoppable. It tells of a desperate final act, a way to hide from the all-seeing eye. The log mentions a device, the key of silence. It was their last hope, their only way to survive. The message ends with a single, clear thought. Hide us. Forget us. Let the silence be our shield. The transmission then ceases forever. The pulse is gone. There's only the hum of your own ship now. You stare at the silent monolith. Its creators fled from an ultimate predator. They built a tomb and hid inside it. They hoped the rest of the universe would forget. It seems their plan worked. Until you and your bad coffee showed up. You wonder if finding this was a discovery or a terrible, terrible mistake. A small section of the stone hull retracts. It reveals a single, small opening. It is an invitation. Your computer advises extreme caution. It reminds you of a dozen regulations you have already broken. But the ship called to you. It showed you its final words. It feels like an obligation now, a duty to the dead. You maneuver your ship to dock. The docking clamps connect with a loud thud. The sound echoes in the sudden quiet. You put on your environment suit. The air inside the alien ship is unbreathable, probably non-existent. You cycle the airlock. The outer door opens to the void. The inner door opens into the unknown. You take a breath, and you step across the threshold. The inside is as strange as the outside. The air is thin, cold, and smells of ozone. Gravity is surprisingly normal. The corridors are vast and smooth. They curve in ways that hurt your eyes. The walls glow with a faint, internal light. You are walking through the bones of a dead god. Every footstep feels loud, disrespectful. You follow the path of the faint light. It leads you deeper into the vessel. You feel a pull, a sense of direction. The ship itself seems to be guiding you. It leads you to a central chamber. The room is a perfect sphere. In the exact center floats a small device. It is a collection of shifting metal wings. They fold and unfold like a living thing. This must be the source of the guidance. This is the phantom wing. It is the key of silence. It hovers there, waiting. It glows with a soft, silver light. As you approach, it pulses gently. It resonates with something inside you. Not just your curiosity, something deeper, a part of your own mind. You feel an overwhelming urge to touch it, to connect with it. You reach out your gloved hand. Your ship's computer screams warnings in your ear. Unknown technology, unstable energy fields. You ignore it all. Your fingers brush against the device. Light explodes behind your eyes. Information floods your brain. Not words, not images. Pure understanding. Star science. Engineering beyond human comprehension. The history of a lost race. Your ship, the Stardust Drifter, shudders at its dock. Alarms begin to blare on your suit's communicator. The device is interfacing with your vessel. It is rewriting your ship's core systems. It is merging alien technology with human engineering. And it is merging with you. The whispers in your mind are not just information now. They are a part of your own thoughts. The phantom wing collapses into a compact form. It attaches itself to your suit's gauntlet. It feels warm, alive. You feel its power coursing through you. You can sense your ship, not just the status reports. You can feel the engine flow, the shield emitters, the very atoms of the hull. You and your ship are becoming one. This is quite a bit more than you bargained for. You were just hoping for a salvage bonus. A new icon appears on your helmet's display. It is a silhouette of a ghost. Beside it, a single word: engage. You do not know what it does, but the knowledge in your mind tells you it is a choice, a powerful one. Your computer has gone silent. It is probably trying to reboot. Or maybe it just fainted. You have to admit, that is a little funny. You turn to leave the chamber. You have what you came for, though you never knew you were looking for it. As you walk back through the glowing halls, the ship seems to sigh. Its faint light begins to fade. Its long duty is over. It gave its heart to you. a lonely human in a cheap environment suit. You feel a sense of gratitude and immense responsibility. You get back to your ship's airlock. You disconnect the docking clamps. Your small hauler pulls away from the silent monolith. You look back at the great stone vessel. It is dark now, just a shape against the stars, a forgotten memorial to a forgotten people. You did what they asked. You have their key of silence. Now you just need to figure out what to do with it. Suddenly, your ship screams. Alarms flash across every console. Proximity alert. Multiple contacts. They are appearing from nowhere, dropping out of warp right on top of you. Unwelcome visitors have arrived. And they do not look friendly. Their timing is just a little too perfect. Dozens of ships materialize in the void. They are brutal and ugly, all sharp angles and exposed weapons. They form a ring around your small hauler. You are hopelessly outgunned. One of them is a monster, a dreadnought-class vessel. It could vaporize you with a single shot. This has been a very, very bad day for breaking regulations. The channel opens automatically. Your screen fills with a face. It is reptilian, cruel. The creature's voice is a low growl. It speaks in perfect, unaccented galactic standard. It is a chilling sound. He does not ask who you are. He does not ask what you are doing. He makes a single, simple demand. Give us the key of silence. The alien commander hisses. It does not belong to your kind. Surrender it now, or we will tear your ship apart atom by atom. So much for a polite introduction. These must be the Vorlag, the hunters the old message warned about. They were not a myth after all, and they are very, very real. You look at the tactical display. Red icons surround your tiny blue one. The odds are not just bad. They are statistically impossible. Fighting is suicide. Surrendering feels wrong. The people who built this device sacrificed everything. They trusted you with their last hope. You cannot just hand it over to these monsters. The Vorlag commander's face sneers at you. Your time is running out, human. We have waited centuries for this. Do not try our patience. Centuries. They have been hunting for this device for longer than your species has been in space. Their entire culture is focused on this. That is some serious dedication to a hobby. You look down at the gauntlet on your arm. The phantom wing pulses with a soft light. It is whispering in your mind again, not with words, with a feeling, a possibility, an escape route. The icon on your display glows brighter. The ghost silhouette. The word, engage. It is your only option. A desperate, insane gamble. You place your hand on the console. The Vorlag weapon systems are locking onto you. You can feel them. A cold pressure against your ship's hull. A promise of imminent destruction. The commander on the screen begins a countdown. 5, 4, 3. This is it. You close your eyes. You push the button. You engage the phantom wing. There is no lurch, no sudden acceleration. The world simply tilts. For a heart-stopping moment, you feel your ship and your own body turn inside out. The stars twist into impossible shapes. The Vorlag fleet becomes transparent, like smoke, like ghosts. And then everything snaps back into a new kind of normal. A silent, invisible reality. To the enemy, you simply cease to be. One moment, your ship was there, a target locked and ready to be destroyed. The next moment, it was gone, vanished. The Vorlag commander stares at his empty screen. His reptilian jaw hangs open. His fleet scans the empty space. They fire sensor probes. They find nothing. You are a ghost. You are a phantom. You are gone. From your perspective, the enemy is still there. You can see their ugly ships. You can even see the confused look on the commander's face. But they cannot see you. You are completely invisible, untouchable. You are floating in the middle of a hungry wolf pack, and they have no idea you are there. The feeling is terrifying and absolutely exhilarating. The phantom wing has done more than just hide you. It has shifted you into a different layer of reality, a slipstream that exists alongside normal space. You are a whisper, an echo. The power flowing through your mind is immense. It is the ultimate stealth, the perfect escape. The Vorlag could search for 1,000 years. They will never find you here. A new overlay appears on your main screen. It is not from your ship's computer. It is from the phantom wing. It is a map, but not a map of stars or planets. It is a map of the hidden universe. It shows unseen currents in space-time, tunnels and pathways that flow between the stars, a secret road system for the entire galaxy. This is the Star Sailor's map. Most of the routes are faint gray lines, but one path shines with a brilliant golden light. It is a major artery in this hidden network. It leads from your current position. It stretches across thousands of light years. It ends at a single, uncharted star system. A destination is highlighted. A name appears in your mind. A word from ancient human myths. Elysium. The map shows you the way. A path to a place that should not exist. A lost world. A sanctuary. The Vorlag are relentless. The old message made that clear. They will not stop hunting. They fear this power you now command. They believe it is a key that will awaken a great destroyer. Their fear makes them dangerous, unpredictable. You cannot stay here forever, even in this phantom state. The Vorlag fleet is beginning to move. They are setting up a patrol pattern, a blockade. They are not leaving. They are determined to find you. You have to make a choice. You have to move. The golden path to Elysium beckons. It promises safety. It promises answers. You trace the glowing line with your finger. The journey will be long. But the phantom wing makes it possible. You can ride these hidden currents. You can travel faster than any warp drive. You can cross the galaxy in secret, hidden from the hunters. It is a chance for survival, a chance to understand this incredible power you have been given. You take one last look at the Vorag fleet. They are searching frantically. Their ships move with a grim purpose. They are hunters, and you are their prey. But now, the prey has an advantage. You have the ultimate camouflage. You have a map to a secret hiding place. You are no longer just a hauler pilot. You are the keeper of a sacred trust. You are the pilot of the phantom wing. You steer your ship towards the start of the golden path. The new systems respond instantly to your thoughts. The ship feels alive. Eager, you are no longer just flying a machine. You are guiding a partner. Together, you slide into the hidden current. The universe outside your viewport shifts. The Vorlag fleet disappears from view. You are now sailing on a river of dark space, following a map of light to a mythical world. The journey through the hidden ways is strange. There are no stars here, only the soft glow of the current you follow. Time feels different, elastic. Hours could be passing, or it could be weeks. Your ship's clock seems to agree it has been a while. You use the time to study. The phantom wing feeds you information. You learn more about the Vorlag. They are an ancient race of zealots. Their entire culture revolves around a prophecy of the Great Devourer. They believe the universe exists in cycles, great periods of creation and destruction. The Devourer is the agent of that destruction. It sleeps in the deep dark between galaxies, and the phantom wing is the key that will awaken it. They see themselves as guardians, protectors of the galaxy. They hunt the key not for power, but to destroy it, to keep the devourer asleep forever. You also learn about Elysium. It was one of the first human colony ships. It left Earth centuries ago. Before the advent of modern jump drives, it was a slow ship, a generation ship. It vanished without a trace. Everyone assumed it was lost, destroyed by some stellar phenomenon. But it was not destroyed. It found a refuge, a way to hide from the galaxy. Perhaps they knew the Vorlag were coming. The knowledge fills you with a sense of purpose. This is bigger than a salvage claim. It is bigger than you. You are caught between two ancient forces, a race of terrified guardians and a lost tribe of humanity. You hold the artifact that connects them both, the artifact they both fear and desire. It is not a comfortable position to be in. In fact, it is probably the universe's worst job. Finally, you feel a change in the current. The journey is ending. The overlay map shows you are approaching your destination. You guide the ship out of the slipstream, back into normal space. The transition is smooth, gentle. The stars snap back into view. But you are not in empty space. You are inside a massive nebula. The nebula is a swirl of crimson and gold. It is beautiful, and it is dense. It is a perfect place to hide a star system. Standard sensors would never be able to penetrate this veil. But the phantom wing can see through it. It shows you the star and the planets orbiting it. One of them is green and blue, a living world. You have found it. You have found haven. You have found Elysium. You approach the planet cautiously. The phantom wing is still engaged. You are still a ghost. You scan the surface. You see cities, not sprawling metropolises like on Earth. They are smaller, integrated with the natural landscape. They are elegant, peaceful. You see ships in orbit, small, sleek vessels. They look like a defense force. But they are not patrolling. They are holding position, as if waiting. A message appears on your screen. It is not a voice transmission. It is text, plain and simple. We see you, traveler. The hidden path has brought you here. The silence you wear is familiar. Please disengage your cloak. You are among friends. They knew you were coming. They could see through the phantom wing's stealth. This is a surprise, a rather large one. You hesitate for a moment. This could be a trap. But the message feels genuine. And you did not come all this way to hide in the planetary rings. You take a breath. You disengage the phantom wing. Your ship shimmers back into reality. The feeling of being solid again is strange. Grounding. Almost immediately, two of the Elysian ships approach. They are not threatening. They flank you like an honor guard. Another message comes through, this time with a voice. It is a woman. Her tone is calm, reassuring. Welcome to Elysium, Star Sailor. The Elders' Council has been waiting for you. Please follow us down to the surface. We have much to discuss. You look at your little cargo hauler. It looks so out of place next to these advanced ships. You are a long way from home, and a long way from just being a pilot. You follow the escort ships down through the atmosphere. The planet is beautiful. Lush forests, crystal clear oceans. The cities are architectural wonders. They blend seamlessly with nature. It is a paradise, a perfect world hidden from the horrors of the galaxy. You land on a platform in the center of the largest city. The platform is surrounded by trees and waterfalls. It is the most peaceful spaceport you have ever seen. The ramp of your ship lowers. You step out onto the platform. The air is fresh and clean. The gravity is perfect. A group of people are waiting for you. They are dressed in simple, elegant robes. They look human. But there is something different about them, a sense of age, of wisdom. At their center is an older woman, the one who spoke to you. She smiles warmly. "I am Lyra," she says. "Welcome to our home. We are grateful you have brought the Phantom Wing back to us." Back to them? You look at the device on your gauntlet. It pulses softly. "You built this?" you ask. Lyra nods. "Our ancestors did. It was part of our ship, the Elysium. It was our way of hiding from the Vorlag, and from what they feared. You are led into a large chamber. The Elders' Council is assembled. They are 12 men and women, all with the same calm, ancient eyes as Lyra. They ask you to tell them your story. You tell them everything. The signal, the ghost ship, the Vorlag, the escape. They listen patiently. They nod as if they already know most of it. When you are finished, Lyra speaks again. "The Phantom Wing did not just merge with your ship," she explains. "It merged with you. It chose you. That is why you could hear the call of our ancestors. Why you could find your way here." She looks at the device on your arm. "But you do not understand its true nature. The Vorlag do not either. It is not a shield. It is not just a cloak." One of the other elders, a man with a long white beard, stands up. "The Phantom Wing is a key," he says, his voice deep and resonant. "The Vorlag are right about that. But it is not the key to a destroyer." He looks at you with piercing eyes. "It is the key to a weapon of last resort. A weapon powerful enough to stop the Devourer, should it ever truly awaken." The council chamber is silent. The weight of his words hangs in the air. A weapon. You have been carrying a doomsday device on your arm, a key to something that could save the galaxy, or perhaps break it. The Vorlag believe it awakens a monster. The Elysians believe it controls a savior. And you are standing right in the middle. This is getting more complicated by the minute. Lyra explains their history. Their ancestors were brilliant scientists. They foresaw the cyclical nature of galactic life. They knew a great threat would eventually emerge. They built the weapon, codenamed Solitude, as a deterrent, a final defense. But they feared its power. They feared what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands. So they created the Phantom Wing, a key that could only be activated by a worthy pilot, a key that would also hide them from the galaxy. They hid on Elysium. They watched the universe from their sanctuary. They saw empires rise and fall. They saw the Vorlag grow from a primitive tribe into a fanatical empire. Their fear of the prophecy twisted them. They became obsessed with finding and destroying the key. They did not understand its purpose. They only saw the potential for destruction. Their creed is built on a misunderstanding, a terrible galactic-scale misinterpretation. "The Vorlag are not evil," Lyra says softly. "They are afraid. Their entire culture is a monument to that fear. They believe they are doing the right thing. They would sacrifice anything to prevent the awakening." She looks at you, and now they know the key is active. They saw you vanish. They will tear the galaxy apart to find you, to find us. The situation is becoming clear, and it is not good. The Vorlag are on their way. They might not know where Elysium is yet, but they are hunting. They have a massive fleet. Elysium has a small defense force. They have relied on being hidden for centuries. They are not prepared for a full-scale war. They are scientists and philosophers, not soldiers. You are now faced with a terrible choice. You could use the Phantom Wing. You could take the Star Sailor's map and run. You could try to get back to Earth. Warn them about the Vorlag. Warn them about everything. But that would mean abandoning Elysium, leaving these people to face the wrath of the Vorlag fleet alone. They would be slaughtered. Or you could stay. You could fight. You could stand with the people of Elysium. Use the Phantom Wing as it was intended, as a tool of defense. But your small hauler and their tiny fleet against the Vorlag armada? It is suicide. You are one pilot. You are not a soldier. You are not a savior. You are just a person who got incredibly, cosmically lost. Lyra sees the conflict in your eyes. The choice is yours, Star Sailor, she says. We will not force you to fight our battle. You have already done more than enough by bringing the key home. Your own world, Earth, may need this warning. Perhaps that is the greater good. She is offering you an escape, an honorable discharge from a war you never signed up for. But you look around at the faces of the Council. You think of the silent stone ship, the final message of its crew. Hide us. Forget us. You think of the peaceful city outside, the paradise they have built. The Vorlag would burn it all to the ground, all because of their fear, because of a story they have been telling themselves for too long. You look down at the Phantom Wing on your arm. It feels like a part of you now. Its creators did not build it to run. They built it to protect, to make a stand. Running feels like a betrayal of them, a betrayal of these people, a betrayal of yourself. You make your decision. I'm not a soldier, you say, your voice echoing in the quiet chamber. But I'm not a coward either. I will not abandon you. We will face the Vorlag together. A murmur goes through the Council. Lyra smiles. It is a sad smile, but it is filled with gratitude. Then we will forge an alliance, she says. An alliance of the lost. And we will show the galaxy what true courage looks like. The next few hours are a blur of activity. You are brought to their central command. It is a place of quiet efficiency. You work with their military leaders. They are smart, capable, but they are massively outmatched. Their fleet consists of only 24 small, fast ships. They are designed for defense, not for a pitched battle against a dreadnought. Their whole strategy was to stay hidden. That strategy has failed. Their commander is a young man named Kale. He is calm and focused. He looks at the tactical displays with a grim expression. Their fleet is superior in every way, he says. Firepower, armor, numbers. A direct confrontation would be a massacre. He is right. They need a different plan. They need a miracle. They need a ghost. You look at the Phantom Wing on your arm. The knowledge inside you stirs. We can't fight them head on, you say. So we won't. We will fight like phantoms. We will use their fear against them. An idea begins to form in your mind. A desperate, crazy plan. It involves using the Phantom Wing in a way it was never intended. You explain your plan to Kale and the Council. You can use the Phantom Wing to project false signals, ghost images. You can make it look like Elysium has a massive fleet. You can create echoes of your own ship, dozens of them. You can turn the battlefield into a hall of mirrors. The Vorlag will be fighting shadows. They will waste their ammunition on targets that are not there. It will confuse them. It will enrage them. It will buy you time. Kyle looks at you, a spark of hope in his eyes. Create ghost signals? Is that possible? He asks. You nod. The Phantom Wing is more than a cloak. It is a reality shaper on a small scale. I can project its energy, create illusions that are indistinguishable from real ships on their sensors. You can feel it in your mind. You know you can do it. You just hope the battery life on this thing is good. The plan is set. It is named the Battle of the Crimson Veil, after the nebula that has hidden Elysium for so long. The Elysian fleet will hide within the densest part of the nebula. They will wait for your signal. You, in your small hauler, will be the bait and the puppet master. You will dance in front of the Vorlag fleet. You will lead them on a chase through the crimson clouds. Just then, the alarms sound. Long-range sensors have detected them. A massive fleet dropping out of warp at the edge of the nebula. The Vorlag have arrived. They are faster than you expected. Their hunt is over. They have found their prize. There is no more time for planning. It is time to fight. You run to your ship. The fate of a world rests on your shoulders. No pressure at all.